Hey YouTube, this is Ripsaw26 and this is going to be a how-to video on how to replace an idler pulley on the clutch of a Mowing lawn tractor. This will be pretty similar for most lawn tractor models. It should be pretty similar, not exactly the same, but if you get the basics, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is a Mowing wide body LT, an older one, so let's get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do when doing this is to depress the clutch. That when it's depressed, the belt tension should be very loose. So if you have parking brake like I do right there, use it. If not, you could try tying it down. Just be careful, make sure you have a way to keep it down. Maybe have someone hold it for you. But so just make sure it's safe and depressed, or you could get pinched or something there. So you're probably going to want to take the mowing deck off to do this repair, because it's going to make it a lot easier to get in there. You probably could do it with it on, but it would be a lot harder. You wouldn't really be able to get under there too much. This particular mower already has the mower deck taken off because I'm turning it into a mudding mower. If you're not familiar with mudding mowers, I suggest you check out the rest of my channel because it's pretty cool. But so I already have the deck off this one. But if you do not have the deck off, I suggest you take it off. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be probably about 4 cotter pins, a spring, and a belt. But so it's not too bad to take off. All you really need is a pair of pliers to do that, and then you can get to your actual idler pulley. So you're probably going to want to pick up your replacement part. This is the exact part. It's meant for a Mowing lawn tractor. I got this at Tractor Supply. Carries Mowing lawn tractor parts. But you can use pretty much any idler pulley that's the same size. You can match it up. You can even go a little smaller or a little bigger. As long as the hole in the middle's the same size, you should be okay. Or you could even modify the bolt. But they happen to have the exact same one at the Tractor Supply I went to, so I picked that up. If you have a Craftsman lawnmower, I suggest going to Sears. John Deere, you can go to a John Deere dealer. But Mowing happens to be at Tractor Supply. So I would pick this up. You don't really need to know the part number as long as you bring your old pulley in. They should be able to show you the right one, or you can just match the size up. It's pretty easy. But so now I'll show you how to get the old pulley off. Okay, so on this particular lawn tractor, to get the pulley off, it's a 9/16 ratchet bit. 9/16 socket on a ratchet. So you're probably going to need a ratchet set. You could use a wrench, but this is probably the easiest way to do it. So I'll get under there and then show you more. Okay, so right here we have the pulley on the clutch idler pulley. This is the old one on there. It's right in front of the transmission. The front of the tractor's back that way. But you can see the transmission pulley. Yours will probably be a bit bigger. This one's pulley swapped. But that's the idler pulley right there. You can pretty much follow the clutch down to it, and then you'll see the belt runs right through it. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure I said 9/16 ratchet to get this off. So I'm like under the tractor right now, so I can't really show you me taking it off, but right there, ratchet, pretty self-explanatory. Just take this bolt out, or this is going to be a nut, and then it should come right off. But for this, I had it off a second ago, so I'll just do it with my hand. As you can see, for me, the part of the bearing just fell out because it's like old, but half of it just blew off. I had the piece, but I had it off and I lost it somewhere. But wasn't fixable, it's just the plastic broke right off. I'll show you the difference on the new one in a second. Okay, so these are the two pulleys. This is supposed to go in there. As you can see on this one half blew out. Oh, it already fell out. On this one, it has both halves of the pulley. So they're about the same size. Exactly the same size. Actually, this one's just ground down a little on the edges from wear and tear. But everything should fit just fine. So I'll go back under and install it. Okay, you can see right there is the bolt we took the pulley off of. There's a little belt retainer right there. You're basically just going to slip it so the belt's inside of the groove, if you can see that. And then put it, it's kind of hard holding the camera, can't fit a tripod under here. You just see it, reference point. Put it right over there, so the belt's in the belt retainer, and then you'll be able to pop your nut on. Can't do that on camera because I don't have enough hands. And then torque it down with their ratchet. Don't have to go too tight, but make it pretty snug. You might even want to use some Loctite on it to keep it from rattling off. But at the end, just make sure you can still spin the pulley easily. And make sure you didn't tighten it too much. So my idler pulley is back on. The belt's in the belt retainer. Bolt's tightened. It should be all good. If you had to take your mowing deck off, just do the same steps. You put it on backwards. This one didn't have one on it anyways, so can't really show you guys. But so yeah, just do the opposite. Throw your mowing deck on. And by the way, make sure you have something under the tires to keep it from spinning. This tractor, the tires, I just had them off. I threw them back on to sit it on because they're safer than little jack stands. But the keyways aren't even in, so they spin freely. So the parking brake's not doing anything right now. It can roll freely. But so you should probably make sure it's nice and sturdy so it doesn't crush you or anything. If you have it on a jack stand, make sure that's nice and safe. So safety first. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. And hopefully your lawnmower works again and the belt doesn't fall off. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe.